To add a little variety to my arm training or add in some core or full body connection, I love arm and leg combos. That's simply the concept of putting the arms under some work while the legs are also undergoing some load. Whether it's a static hold and curls or whether it's tying a bicep curl and a split squat together, the idea is that you pick an exercise where your legs can handle a little bit and your arms can handle a little bit. And typically what I'll do is I'll set it up with a weight where my arms fail before my legs, but that's an individual choice depending on what you want to work on. Here we're just going to change the angle. I'm coming into more of a hammer curl. Same concept. Going to have some curls while I hold that isometric. Now we're going to do a split squat and curl with a curl while I hold at the bottom. Slightly different than the first one. This one's a little bit more intense. You can easily add all of these together in a little bit of a drop set, but that's up to you depending on what you want to work on, how the arms and legs are feeling at the moment. I typically like to superset this approach, so one exercise in the biceps and then one in the triceps. Here we're using a glute bridge to tie in with a tricep extension. So as the hips move up and down, working on the glute squeeze, triceps take a little bit of change in tension and pressure, and then you kind of work a good extension. I'll typically like to then finish out after moving reps with just an isometric bridge, finish out the tricep, get a little bit more concentration on them. A little more of an advanced version here, a single leg bridge hold. This one can be relatively intense, so I'm doing this just a couple reps on each side to get a little bit more fatigue all the way through the body, and then I'll finish off back to that bridge and tricep combination. The idea here is I'm really trying to pair the good extension, finish the tricep extension, the same time the glute extension finishes, strong all the way through the body, really press all the way up and try and finish every extension at the same time. A little more advanced version is a single leg stand up and bicep curl combo. First one is I like to curl at the top, hold the curl while you do a single leg sit down or stand up, however you want to look at it. The idea is you just sort of tap down, hold the curl nice and strong. You can also curl at the bottom, then stand up. This one I like to sit all the way down to give myself a little bit of a break, but then you have to overcome that from no rebound effect. Curl, really drive up. This one can get pretty tough on the legs, so make sure you're ready for that aspect of it. A hovering squat and curl is a great one. This one I like to keep the elbows out in front a little bit to keep the curl a little bit higher, but you can adjust that as needed. Then you can also just sit down and finish. This one is a seated curl. It's a great way to add after you fatigue the legs if you still have a little bit left in the arms to really finish out the combo. A more advanced version on the bridge and tricep combo is this flat body or extended leg version of the back bridge. Single leg is a pretty tough way to do it, so make sure you have the prerequisite glute, hamstring, and core strength before getting into it. You can always do the two-legged one, which is a great place to start if you have an intermediate level of strength. Lock that body in, trying to control the triceps and squeeze them out. After a little fatigue, drop down to a regular bridge off the bench and finish out the arms there. It's a great way to incorporate the entire body, get some core and glutes while fatiguing the arms.